What is up and is going on, guys? Simpzy here, and today for you I have another episode of my FIFA 14 Manchester United career mode, season 6, episode 6. So in today's episode we have two matches, unlike last episode which we only had the one, but I'm sure it was worthwhile. We ended up winning 6-1 over Manchester City, fucking smashing them. But we only had one match, wholly and solely because of the transfer deadline day, which took up most of the episode because we did loan off a lot of players as Mercenary United, as I've been calling us. You want player? We give you player. Goddamn. I'm just going to leave it at that. But the first match, we do have the Capital One Cup final against Wigan Athletic. And then later on in the episode, we have an away match against Arsenal. Now, that is going to be a very interesting match because more so with Arsenal, Liverpool we've been smacking around the park with Manchester City, but Arsenal have been, it's very much in the same boat with Chelsea. We've been not conceding that many goals and we haven't been scoring that many goals against them, so it's going to be a very tight fixture. And seeing as we do have a Capital One Cup, actually, no, this doesn't really come into effect now. I was going to say we're fielding our first team in this match and we're probably going to be tired. But I just realised we're Manchester United. We have the best team in the world and we can just rotate players in and out. We've got Aguero on the reserves, which is unfortunate. I really didn't want to play with him this season. It was just unfortunate. Enriquez and Lukaku were just better fixers. And I'm not going to play Sergio, who is losing stats absolutely ridiculously because he's old. And I think that I would like to give that stat boost in this season to Lukaku or Enriquez, just in case we do another season. Obviously, Juan Mata, Rodriguez. Juan Mata we played at the first start of the season, and he's starting to lose stats. So he just hasn't had an impact. And I know it's very hard when you don't field them on the first team. You bring them on the 75th minute, that's when I usually bring on players. So you've only got, what, 15 minutes? A little bit of extra time, maybe max 20 minutes to impress and score a goal, which is, you can't play everyone, which really does disappoint me. Not as much as that celebration. Never doing that celebration again. That was a really fucking shit. But the top goal scorers of the Barclays Premier League are currently Neymar on 19 goals, followed by Big Bad Balotelli on 16 and Gareth Bale on 15. Neymar and Balotelli have shot up in goal differences. It was Gareth Bale who was leading in pole position for most of the table, but after that match against Manchester City, Neymar manages to squeeze up in front by a fair few goals. But I wouldn't usually play against Wigan Athletic, but seeing as it's the final of the Capital One Cup, I thought I better play it. But we just make it 3-0 with Balotelli there. There's no way the Wigan Ath goalkeeper was going to get that finesse from the spectacular run. But we end up making it 3-1 at Wembley Stadium. Neymar scored in the first half, and then Neymar scored again in the 56th minute, and Balotelli put the nail in the coffin. Another piece of silverware added to the Manchester United trophy cabinet, and fuck, they're gonna need like a floor dedicated to all the trophies. Like, instead of just a trophy room, you need a fucking stadium. Like, the amount of trophies we've won is just absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to show you at the end of the season how many trophies we win, both domestic, international, and I'm hoping we can win the title. But Neymar here, a very familiar cinematic as we've seen time and time again. Neymar, the captain. And when this celebration was going on, I realised who was one of the, who deserves to be up there? Like, who deserves to be captain? Now, Neymar we did sign later on. I was looking at Begovic mostly. Now, I made Neymar my captain because he was the highest rated player in the team at the time. And at the moment, he currently isn't. It's actually Gareth Bale, who's a 94 overall. But Neymar and Balotelli are pretty close. But I was thinking maybe I should give Begovic the captainship. But let me know if you would dispute that. There's the Capital One Cup League. How we went through. The only really opponent, well, formidable opponent, we had fucking Reading, like lower teams like that. But it was really only Tottenham who we ended up beating, who we could have recorded, but yeah. I only like playing teams in the top 5. But we do have a match against Arsenal. Wellington Silva is on 13 goals. And then there's Benzema plays for Manchester City. And there's 3 Chelsea players in a row. But I thought about giving the squad a full rotation for the match against Arsenal. Which, I don't know, I felt like I don't usually do this because it's a pain in the ass, to be quite honest, moving all your starting 11 around. But I thought it was due, so I made the decision to put Lukaku up front. We're going to bring on Rodriguez. We're going to bring on Muller. We're going to bring on Royce, Suso, and basically play around with the squad. I would normally do this against lower league lower league teams in the league. I knew that sentence didn't seem right, but we did change it a bit around, and I'm hoping Lukaku can bump up his goal difference. Paul Pogba can put up his assists and passing, but we'll just have to see against Arsenal. But like I did say at the start, Arsenal in the very much the same boat as Chelsea, in which we haven't scored very much against them. They don't let very goals in. We don't score many goals, and it's pretty neck and neck. But we're currently first in the Barclays Premier League, and it's pretty well deserving. Arsenal and Chelsea are just behind me. Chesney still plays for the Gunners. Alexander Song, now he had a very interesting career. He actually obviously he used to play for Arsenal, then he went to FC Barcelona. He played there for a couple of seasons. Now, I don't know if this is scripting or just like random luck. He went to Manchester City for a season. He didn't get played all that too much, but then he ended up signing for his own club, Arsenal. So it's cool how he's gone back there. And I knew for a fact in FIFA 12, if you sold a player and then you asked to loan them back out, they had a higher chance of doing that. For example, in my Newcastle United career mode, I ended up selling Papa Cisse to, I think it was Spartak Moscow or CSKF Moscow. It was some Russian team. And then the next season I asked to loan him back out and they let him. So, very interesting there. But my decision to swap the first team was a good idea. Not that clearance. That clearance wasn't a good idea from Begovic. Mandzukic makes it 1-1. But I was talking about Lukaku, who ended up bringing the score sheet to 1-1. But Cristiano Ronaldo, I did bring on my starting 11. I did bring on 3 players because I thought, oh, fuck. I'm going to lose this match against Arsenal. Obviously, because I'm not familiar with this. It's like a whole new team. Obviously, fielding like Rodriguez, Pogba, Lukaku, Muller, Suso. It's like playing with a whole new team. So I thought, okay, who's going to win? Who's going to win this for us? Who can bring it out of the death? And it was Cristiano Ronaldo to do so. I did put him as a striker with Balotelli, and we end up scraping the victory 2-1, and I'm quite happy with that. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you're enjoying the series, and let me know would you like to see Manchester United Season 7, or FC Barcelona, Manchester City, or even Borussia Dortmund. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to leave a like. Goodbye.